Hey there, it's Rick Khan here, and in this video I'm going to reveal the top method for creating a high converting lead magnet email sequence and how you can start doing this today. Now, your email list will be the most valuable asset of your business. It's the rainmaker that rains money every time you send an offer. And also with an email list, it can be used to upload into advertising. And here's the thing, your lead magnet is the cornerstone. And if you get this wrong, it will be the difference in getting bad leads or no leads to quality leads that help you build a relationship and eventually convert offers into money. And perhaps the most important thing about growing your list with your lead magnet is that 99% of people will not buy immediately from clicking your ads or even discovering you organically. And the real sale is developed in a relationship between you and your list and following up after they've opted in. So before we go into the details of creating out the lead magnet, let's just take a look at the bigger picture of the method required for creating a powerful sequence that gives you the best return on investment, which starts with your lead magnet, your opt-in page, your thank you page or your one-time offer page, your autoresponder sequence or follow-up, and then split testing your opt-in. So let's first take a look at the elements required in each of these and what you should do for your strategy before going into the how. So starting with your lead magnet, which is going to be the thing that pulls and attracts your audience that gives them high value. And when you create it, it needs to be something that's digestible, getting your prospect into action and on the path of the desired result they're trying to achieve. You want your prospect to literally say, wow, this is absolutely incredible. If this free stuff is this great, I bet their paid stuff is amazing. It gets them into a pre-frame or perception of knowing how good your stuff is. Then we have your opt-in page. Here your goal is to communicate your offer and to get your prospect to enter their information to get your lead magnet. Now, you want to keep this as simple as possible. Don't bog them down with too much information or being over salesy. Then we have the thank you page or the one-time offer page. This right here should be something you should consider in the sequence. It's not essential and it's not needed, but it holds so much power in this lead magnet sequence. You can have the chance to make an offer of your product or service, and if you're spending money in ads, you can get between a 0.5 to 2% conversion rate that helps to break even in your ad spend. Then we have the autoresponder email sequence, where on the first email, you'll deliver the lead magnet. And in an autoresponder sequence, you can create a chain of follow-up emails that lead to your offer. Now, if you don't have a follow-up sequence, then you can put your list straight into a broadcast where you send emails when you write and send them out. This is also an opportunity to increase your skills with writing and learning how to write good emails. And the more you do this, you can eventually use some good converting emails to build onto an autoresponder in the future. Then finally, in this method, you should always improve and split test your opt-ins and your one-time offers, because the goal you want with converting your lead magnet in your opt-in is around 50% and your OTO goal should be around 1 to 2%. And all it takes is just to split test the headline and the offer. You always want to improve these numbers to get the best possible conversion for your business. Even when you pass these numbers, still you should continue to test for higher conversions. So with that said, how should you build out a top converting lead magnet for this sequence? Well, your goal here is to pre-frame and prepare your audience to buy and help them get into action as fast as possible and get them closer to their results. Now, you should already know your customer, and if you still don't fully know this, you must build out an avatar, get close to knowing your perfect customer as much as possible, because your job is to help them close the gap to help get them where they want to be. And you're going to be their helpful guide to get them there, so you must know who exactly you're serving. Now, some elements of a good lead magnet is this. It's simple and digestible for them to consume. It's results focused and it helps them in the shortest time possible. You also want to make it specific and don't generalize the lead magnet. And here's a question you should ask yourself. What's the best way to help get your customer or client the result? And if you're unsure, here are some great ways to deliver a lead magnet. You can use checklists, blueprints or guides, audios, video trainings, consulting, cheat sheets. So you need to figure out which is the best type of lead magnet to create for your prospect and what you think will match how you want to help them get the result. And some examples of using these are checklists. Now, these are very actionable and they can help someone get pointed in the right direction. Let's say you're in the weight loss niche. You could have a checklist of all the things required to help them lose weight, and that one thing that might be missing could actually fill the gap to helping with someone reach their goal. And the good thing with checklists, it'll also help with their memory and make sure you give them consistency to help reach their goals. Or let's say you help someone run ads. Creating a checklist of all the things required to make sure they optimize their ads would help them know exactly what they could be missing. But perhaps best of all, when you're the one who gave them this help, who do you think they'll want more help from after when they make a purchase? The next thing is the blueprints and guides. Now, these are powerful to help map out exactly the steps someone needs to attain a specific result, because it's like setting the sat nav to help them reach their destination. Now, when creating these blueprints, you want to make it as easy as possible, and breaking these guides and blueprints into steps will help do exactly that, such as the 7 steps to losing weight, 5 steps to catching your first fish, the 7-step system to converting your leads, or even the 15-minute guide to HIT training. So when someone is completely new, there's going to be a learning curve, and these guides and blueprints can help shortcut that curve and help them get there faster. Next, we have audios. Now, audios, these can be great and easy to consume, whether it's a meditation to help people relax, or a yoga ambient sounds to help with their sessions, or even a special interview filled with golden nuggets that can be put together and given to help the user achieve a result. Then we have video trainings. Now, video is an incredible way to visually demonstrate to help people in the easiest way, but there are downfalls because with this, they're difficult to create. But if you find that your niche is best suited for video, then by all means, video is a brilliant way to help train someone to get their result. Then we have consulting or free strategy sessions. Now, let's be real for a moment here. From most people's views, consultation calls and strategy calls usually means a sales pitch. And if you're not so great at closing and selling, then this could be quite difficult. And also the thing is here is that advertising for consultations can get real expensive. But on the flip side, these sessions can convert higher ticket prices, but be careful creating these if you're not that great at closing. Then we have the cheat sheets. People love something that can give fast results, and that's where cheat sheets come into this. Cheat sheets can be full of notes that gives years of knowledge broken down into their notes, or even fill in the blank templates that require little effort but give big rewards. So now you should have ideas floating around of all the different types of lead magnets you can create. But to help you further, here are some questions you should think about before choosing and creating your lead magnet. First of all is, what's the result your customer wants? Then ask yourself, what style of content would be best suited to help deliver that result? Then, can you think back to your results and how you got there? And if you could have only knew something back then that could have helped you, what would that be? And also, what would be the flops and problems you encountered that you would help people avoid? Then all you need to do is translate all this back to your lead magnet. And then there's something I want you to think about. You see, there's an element of time here. And one thing you don't want to do is procrastinate and look for perfection, because ultimately you don't know if what you create will work until the market responds well to your lead magnet. And there's a matter of speed in implementing your lead magnet. In order to discover if it's viable, you need to get it out there in the marketplace, and you want to do this fast. And then in time, you can start to refine and make it better once you know the concept works. So I hope this video was useful. If so, please make sure to like. And if I missed anything out, just leave me a comment below and I'll do my best to answer your questions. And until then, I'll see you in the next video.